Basiz has been in the fund administration and fund services business for the last about 16 years now. And this is the wide range of services that we offer. Again, we are a company which focuses on the alternate fund industry. And we work globally where across all these services, we have more than 100 billion under services. So we service more than $100 billion in terms of assets. And what I am here to talk to you about today is our digital capabilities. Now, we should be amongst the very few tech companies which are actually fund administrators, and then because of our fund administrating, financial reporting, US taxation experience, we have been able to deliver fund solutions to the industry. So it is not a platform built by core technology people for the industry, but it is from a industry participant for the industry. To that extent, we hope to bring a reflection of the reality that the industry goes through. So I will take you through two of our offerings. One is the Basiz Master Draft, which is a highly dynamic solution. And this is not just for onboarding of investors, but much before that life cycle as well. What Basiz Master Draft does for you is it enables you to create agreements based on templates or based on fresh sort of drafting. And then there's a negotiation room where you can lock clause by clause by clause. So this could be of great use to an AIF which has multiple schemes. It could also be of great use. We are in talks now with the top legal firms to give it to them, because what it does is it allows you to set up templates and then use each template, knock off whatever you want to knock off, make whatever changes you want to make, and lock clause by clause. It also has a virtual negotiation room where external parties such as the investor side, the lawyers from the investor side, if it's an investment agreement into a investee company, their lawyers, everyone can come in and then negotiate right then and there with a track of who has done what on a real-time basis with multiple access points. Could you go to the next slide, please? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, based on the Basiz Master Draft technology, what we have recently created about 6 months back was, about 6 to 8 months back, was the digital onboarding platform. So if you can see, this is a fair representation of the life cycle that takes place during the digitization of the entire onboarding of an investor. It starts off with finalization of the PPM and the contribution agreement. Once you do that, it then moves into a stage where the PPM and the contribution agreement are digitalized. The application form is already available on the platform. Obviously, we give demos. We ensure that whatever customizations the fund manager would want to have, that is available to him. And what has happened over here is, because we are fund administrators ourselves, we have crashed a lot of processes with regards to investor onboarding. Typically, what the industry does is it onboards investors, and at a later stage, somewhere during April, they do the FATCA CRS compliances. What we do is, when we are doing up the application form, there's a automatic data pull into the FATCA CRS form, the UBO form, everything is done and dusted then and there itself. There is a facility to upload documents just in case the CKYC is pending, and that can also be closed out. It is a unique platform because it takes care of the requirements of all types of investors, individual, non-individual, resident, non-residents, and all the instructions, the document requirements, everything are available via links on the website, on the portal itself. Apart from that, we use a very, very high-end ticketing system where the requirements of our clients are tracked. Now, the ticketing system can be activated through means. If you mail us on our group handles, the ticketing system handles you. Even if you use a chat bot on our website, even then the ticketing system will take care of it. And this bot has been developed over a period of 5.5 to 6 years now. So it has taken some time, but the fact is it knows to respond to what you want and what your requirements are. Now, to go further, once the application form is filled, then the contribution agreement and the PPM will be automatically generated based on whatever format you have given us from the data points which are available on the application form. Once that is done, there are about 3 methods to sign off digitally. You can do a doodle signature, you can do an Aadhaar-based OTP e-sign, and then you can do a DSC. Once that is done, there is a flow which is available again on the portal. through which the three main parties, the investor, the investment manager, and the trustee, are brought in to sign and close the entire process. Now, when I say this platform is capable of handling all investors, it is capable of handling an individual. It is capable of handling an individual who might have joint holders. It is capable of individual who might have a nominee. It is capable of handling individual, who might be a minor and hence has a guardian. At the same time, it can handle institutions. Typically, what institutions go through is they might have multiple people who are signing on their behalf. So it has capabilities to handle those requirements as well. Married with this particular portal is our AML KYC service. When we do AML KYC service, we cover not only the India requirement. Again, the aim is not only to do the bare minimum. The aim is to give a holistic solution and also holistic coverage as much as is possible to the investment manager, thus enabling them to focus on ensuring that they return the highest ROIs and IRRs that they want to for their investors. So it is not only an India-centric AML KYC, we also do a global one world check. So that also is married into this particular platform. Now, certain things that are very, very unique about this platform is that it enables multiple types of parties to log in and complete the application form. You could be a distributor, you could be a relationship manager, you could be the investor himself, himself or herself, you could be the family office of the investor, you could be the legal team of an entity-based investor. There are multiple logins that are available. There's auto-save feature. So typically, if you go onto most application platform sites, you might have to fill half the form, you might not have data, you have to click a submit button. Here, there's no such problem. Because I use a MacBook, I don't know how many people use a MacBook. If you use a MacBook and if you swipe left, the page will go. Which means if you have not clicked submit or save to that point, you might lose the data. But with our website, you don't have that problem either. It saves the data as you are entering it into the application form. So this is a brief of the entire platform that we have built for you. If you looked at the presentation and if you look at our website, there'll be there's a common theme, which is it reflects the colors of India, because we believe we take India to the world, and there have been many professionals who are standing examples of it. I myself am a chartered accountant from India and a CPA from US. I was there and then I came back because there's a story that we take. We were the first fund administrators from India. Today, we are still amongst one of the largest, to service multiple banks, be it BNP, NTRS, MUFG, Northern Trust, so on and so forth across the world, in the various services that I presented to you in the starting. At Basiz, there are no marketing guys. The operations people are the guys who take up the calls and talk to you. So when you talk to someone at the first instance, be rest assured they know of what they're talking about, whether it be on the compliance side, whether it be on the fund accounting side, or on the investor reporting side. And because we have a tech team which sits inside, headed by a doctorate in blockchain, we create multiple technology platforms for our investors, whether it be the Basiz digital onboarding platform or what we call the EPE. EPE was launched as early as 2015, when the world was still using Excel spreadsheets to do waterfall of private equity, venture capital, and private debt real estate funds. We had already launched EPE. EPE, for example, completely automates the investor reporting part of a fund, for whether it be calls, distributions, depending upon whatever the waterfall requirement is, generating call letters, distribution letters, SOAs, Form 64s, you name it, and it is done by that system. So we are an example where a fund administrator is morphed into a tech company to offer our tech solutions, which are based on our experiences over the last 16 years.